ready. Let me go and click this big blue button. Go ahead and look at the camera. Please state your first and last name.
Benedict Chavez.
Alrighty, so my name is Austin. I'm going to be your instructor here today while you do 7 laps in the Baja Trucks here at Speed Vegas. Now, while we're out on track, this is all one big smooth balance game. We're nice and smooth with that steering wheel, right? We don't want to be jittery out here at all. Smooth with the wheel, smooth with the brake pedal, smooth with that throttle pedal. While we're out on track, recommend 2 feet to drive. Right foot throttle, left foot for brake. Anytime you're not using that left foot for that brake pedal, make sure it's firmly planted with the footrest to the left-hand side. You'll feel there's something there you can push on, doesn't go anywhere. That's just there to make sure that left foot doesn't go flying around the pedal box. It's also there to help you push yourself up into that seat. Feel a little bit more at one with the truck. Your right foot, anytime I tell you off throttle, completely off that throttle pedal. Don't even want you touching it. Going up the jumps, eyes up, truck straight, front tires straight. Hold that wheel going through there as the rear tires come off the ground, off throttle. Let the vehicle coast through there, let it land, let it settle. And we'll do all of our corrections. Don't forget to breathe out here. Every time we go down that front straight, I'm going to remind you, don't forget to breathe. I know it gets annoying, but it's just there as a reminder. Otherwise, though, let's go out there and have some fun. Go and squeeze that brake pedal all the way down from, please put us in first gear. There you go. Going just off the brake pedal. Let it idle forward first. We're not really trying to gather speed just yet. Just trying to exit our pits here. Keep it straight first. There you go. Now you can go and get all 4 tires on the asphalt there. Keep it in first gear. We're going to go and start shaking that wheel side to side. This is that one and only time I want you to be aggressive with that wheel. We're noticing there's a slight delay from when you turn the wheel compared to when the front of the truck turns. We're also noticing just how much body sway we got out here already, right?
Yep.
Keeping all that in mind, we're going to go ahead and aim for our entrance, and we'll go ahead and enter in and hard right in. Now this first right-hand turn, most difficult turn here, blind right, and we're aiming for a left-hand lane, nice and awkward. As you straighten this out, go and drop us down to second gear, sideways and down, and bottom of the hill, do our first brake check. And go ahead and squeeze that brake all the way to a complete stop. You feel just how far down the end of the pedal you got to get 4 engages, but once when you're there, quiet a bit of brakes there. We'll keep that in mind off the brake pedal. We're going to crest the hill, other side of the hill, we'll do that one more time. And we're going to keep going to our last solid orange cone. And go ahead and squeeze that brake all the way to a complete stop. So before we go on our track, I'm just going to explain how I instruct and how this thing's going to react out here. So while we're out on track, deeper in the brakes, more brake pressure. Soft on the brakes, less brake pressure. Same thing going around those turns. Deeper, tighter in the turn. I want you close to the tall inside apex cone. Wider, shallower, further away from that tall inside apex cone. Traditionally, I like you close to those cones, but I don't want you so close you're going to hit it. This truck in particular, you got to be confident and committed to what you're doing with that steering wheel out here, right? We can't have any, oh, maybe I'll turn, no, okay, now I'm going to turn, right? You got to make sure when you turn in, that's your commitment out here. Also, with how much body sway we have, we can't have any quick turn-ins, right? You got to make sure it's a nice smooth rotation into the vehicle, right? Otherwise, though, forearms nice and firm, shoulders nice and relaxed out here. Go and bring us up to the stop sign. We're going to stop the stop sign, get permission to go out on track.
Roger that.
And go ahead and squeeze that brake to a complete stop. Go and drop us down to third gear while we wait. Let me get some permission here. Fire and safety, 9 for 7.
Come on out, 9.
Copy that, 9, entering track. Take a good deep breath off the brake pedal. Squeeze that throttle pedal. You are aiming for center. And it's going to be eyes up, truck straight. Off throttle, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, tight to the right-hand cones. Back on throttle, aim for center. Don't forget to breathe. This is what I'm going to remind you every time. Off throttle, hold this to the left-hand side. Squeeze, brake off, brake, looking right. Now turning right, nice and tight to the inside cone. Back on throttle, aim for center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right. Now turn right. Back on throttle, aim for center. Eyes up, truck straight, accelerate towards the jump. Off throttle, right throttle, balance it through the turn. Squeeze, brake off, brake, looking left. Now turning left, nice and tight down to the bottom. Back on throttle, aim for center. Off throttle, look right, turn right, back on throttle, aim for center. Off throttle, look right. Turn right, back on throttle, aiming for center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, tight to the right-hand cone. Back on throttle, left-hand side, eyes up, truck straight. Off throttle, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, now turn right. Back on throttle, look through the turn, aim for center. Eyes up, truck straight, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, nice and tight to the right, back on throttle, aim for center, don't forget to breathe. Off throttle, hold it left, squeeze, brake off, brake, looking right, now turning right, nice and tight, back on throttle, aim for center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, now turn right, nice and tight, back on throttle, aim for center, eyes up, truck straight, accelerate. Off throttle, light throttle, balance it through the turn. Squeeze, brake off, brake, looking left. Now turn it left, nice and tight. Back on throttle, aim for center. Off throttle, look right, turn right, back on throttle, aim for center. Off throttle, look right, turn right, back on throttle, aim for center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, tight to the right. Back on throttle, left hand side, eyes up, truck straight. Off throttle, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right. Back on throttle, look through the turn, aim for center. Eyes up, truck straight. Off throttle, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right. Back on throttle, aim for center, don't forget to breathe.
Alright, this C-pillar is like right in the way.
Oh yeah. Off throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, looking right. Now turning right, nice and tight. Back on throttle, aim for center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right. Now turn right. Back on throttle, aim for center. Eyes up, truck straight, accelerate. Off throttle, light throttle, balance it through the turn. Squeeze, brake off, brake, looking left. Now turning left, nice and tight. Back on throttle, aim for center. Off throttle, look right, turn right, back on throttle, aim for center. Off throttle, look right, turn right, back on throttle, aim for center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, tight to the right, back on throttle, left hand side, eyes up, truck straight. Off throttle, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right. Back on throttle, look through the turn, aim for center. Eyes up, truck straight. Off throttle, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right. Back on throttle, aim for center, don't forget to breathe. Off throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, looking right. Now turning right, nice and tight. Back on throttle, aim for center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, now turn right. Back on throttle, aim for center. Eyes up, truck straight, accelerate. Off throttle, light throttle, balance it through the turn. Squeeze, brake off, brake, looking left. Now turning left, nice and tight. Back on throttle, aim for center. Off throttle, look right, turn right, back on throttle, aim for center. Off throttle, look right, turn right, back on throttle, aim for center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, tight to the right, back on throttle, all the way left, eyes up, truck straight. Off throttle, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, back on throttle, look through that turn, aim for center. Eyes up, truck straight. Off throttle, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right. Back on throttle, aim for center, don't forget to breathe. Off throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, looking right, now turning right. Back on throttle, aim for center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, now turn right. Back on throttle, aim for center. Eyes up, truck straight. Off throttle, light throttle, balance it through the turn. Squeeze, brake off, brake, looking left. Now turning left, nice and tight. Back on throttle, aim for center. Off throttle, look right, turn right. Back on throttle, aim for center. Off throttle, look right, turn right. back on throttle, in through center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, tight to the right, back on throttle, left-hand side, eyes up, truck straight, off throttle, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, back on throttle, look through the turn, in through center, eyes up, truck straight, off throttle, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, back on throttle, in through center, don't forget to breathe.
Alright, I feel like I got the measure of it.
Off throttle, squeeze, brake off, brake, looking right, now turning right, nice and tight, back on throttle, in through center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, now turn right, nice and tight, back on throttle, in through center. Eyes up, truck straight, off throttle, light throttle, balance it through the turn. Squeeze, brake off, brake, looking left, now turning left, nice and tight, back on throttle, in through center. Off throttle, look right, turn right, back on throttle, in through center. Off throttle, look right, turn right, back on throttle, in through center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, tight to the right, back on throttle, left-hand side, eyes up, truck straight, off throttle, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, back on throttle, look through the turn, in through center. Eyes up, truck straight, off throttle, back on throttle. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, back on throttle, in through center. Don't forget to breathe. Off throttle, squeeze, brake off, brake, looking right, now turning right, back on throttle, in through center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, now turn right, nice and tight, back on throttle, in through center. Eyes up, truck straight, off throttle, light throttle, balance it through the turn. Squeeze, brake off, brake, looking left, now turning left, nice and tight, back on throttle, in through center. Off throttle, look right, turn right, back on throttle, in through center. Off throttle, look right, turn right, back on throttle, in through center. Squeeze, brake off, brake, look right, turn right, tight to the right, back on throttle, left-hand side. Last time on the big jump, eyes up, off throttle. And we're going to go and start squeezing that brake and exit 2, left-hand side of track. Truck 9, exiting track.
Well, that was fun.
And sharp left all the way over. What'd you think?
That was a lot of fun.
It's the most interesting experience, right?
Yeah.
You totally expect it to land really hard, not take the jump as well. You don't even notice that you just flew 30, 40 feet.
I know, right?
Really doesn't feel like that. You did very well out there. You're nice and smooth out there. You're making sure that you're staying in control of the vehicle. You're not letting it tell you where it wanted to go. You let it fly through the air. You let it land. You let it settle. And then you did your corrections. You did very well out there. That sharp left here.
Yeah, when you were explaining about how to take jumps,
Go ahead, keep it in third.
I wanted to say, like, it sounds a lot like jumping a snowboard. You know?
Yeah.
Stay square, go fast, don't be scared.
Yeah, you commit to it, right?
Yeah.
Once when you commit to it, it's fine. But as soon as you kind of like try and let up a little bit and check up a little, we're going to go behind here. It all of a sudden nosedives really bad, right?
Yeah.
And so it really is just that confidence with the vehicle.
Yeah.
You did very well out there. We're going to go ahead and center it out here.
I noticed it slid a few times out there.
Yeah, it's very powdery once when it starts to dry. So track is now pretty dry out there.
Okay.
And so it gets very powdery on the top layer. And then all of a sudden it starts sliding a little bit more than usual. And let's see, we're actually going to put it right where Vinny it is over there.
Alright. And your name's Austin?
Yes. And go ahead and cut it hard right. More over. Yep, there you go. Keep it going.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. And go ahead and squeeze that brake to a complete stop. Go and put it all the way up in park. There you go.
Right.
Hey, thank you so much for coming out. Hope you had a great time out here. Thank you.